Are you ready to be drafted into the U.S. Selective Service? Well, guess what? Whether you are a man or a woman, they are now setting us up to be drafted and be part of the U.S. military. I want to break down what's going on, but what bill just passed in the House of Representatives and why this bill, for some, is somewhat concerning. Because this means now that every 18 to 24-year-old male will automatically be registered for selected service, but women could be next. So I'm going to break down what's going on in just a moment. But again, all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now, let's begin. So for the past handful of months, actually about 8 months, we've been hearing rumors that right now we are about to see Congress pass a bill that would make it automatic. Before, men, when you turned 18 years of age, and I remember doing this, 20 years ago, whenever it was, I remember going and filling out this form in high school, and that registered me for the U.S. draft. Well, guess what? Congress just passed a bill, the House of Representatives just passed a bill, which means they will automatically register men between the ages of 18 and 26 for the draft. It says selective service is already mandatory for male U.S. citizens aged 18 to 24. However, they've expanded it and they made sure it was automatic. Not that you go and you got to register yourself. No. You turn 18, you are automatically registered. Well, here's the crazy part, and this is why this is happening. Over the past handful of years, or really over the past few decades, we've been seeing recruitment go down. Just listen to these numbers. The only military group that has actually met their goals was the Marines. The U.S. Army missed their recruitment goals by 23%, U.S. Navy by 20%, and the Air Force by 10%. Based off of what we are hearing, they say the current United States reserves are sitting at 1/10 of what they were 50 years ago when we had the last U.S. draft for selective service. So obviously, we don't have the manpower needed. And this is where experts come in and say that we need more people. We need more men and women to come and fight for the country, or else we are not going to win a big world war, especially against somebody like China, who is getting the help of Russia. That could be devastating. But again, that's going to hurt everybody in the entire on Earth, because if the major powers come and have a war, it's not going to end well. I want to read this article to you. Listen to this. It says, it was part of the National Defense Authorization Act, the NDAA, which sets out the U.S. government's military and national security priorities over the next fiscal year. It says this year's NDAA authorizes $895.2 billion in military spending, which is a $9 billion increase for fiscal year 2024. Now, the reason why we are needing more and more military-age men is because this is the concern, that there's so much stuff going on right